things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Commodores' offense will have the football first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. And that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year. So we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And you had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
And the Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Pavia. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, you want to start fast and you're a defense, that's how you do it. Get to the quarterback not once, but twice in a row. You're not letting him feel comfortable from the start of this game. Great execution by this defense.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. The Commodores will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The LSU Tigers offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Bust through behind his pad. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The run from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Commodores need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got a man, it's Watkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. He fires one deep down the right side. Touchdown LSU! Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Caught behind the line. It's Hudson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Commodores are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Already a solid start to this. Into the secondary on the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive...
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Got a man, it's Anderson.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Pulls it in, it's Watkins. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. To the air on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he coughs it up inside the 20. On the move from inside his 5.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first, and get out the shadow of your own end zone.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. The Commodores come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Wants to return it. Touchdown LSU! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. It's Durham. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day 1.
He caught it. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him recently.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Tight end getting vertical. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Commodores will punt this one away. He gets it away from his own end zone. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Watkins. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He spins that thing down the middle.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his spot. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll go to the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking for space. It's Alexander. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield. It's Pavia. That's caught. It's Sherrill. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab right down the middle. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Commodores headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He unleashes a long one. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
That's a first down for the offense.
Now they'll try the right side. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass, it's Nussmeier. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. To the ground with the back. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. We've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarter.
He'll try to take it back. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field, too. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Slips through the line. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Pocket breaking down. That's caught. It's Durham. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. It's Sherrill. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Commodores, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. The punt is headed out of bounds, and they couldn't be happier about that, given the danger of that return guy. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking for room, it's Durham. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Setting up the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Find some fresh air. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. And he'll be brought down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
With the catch, it's Anderson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. LSU quick to the line. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Spence. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I think they tried to slip it to that tight end really quickly and get him the football and create some space and maybe try to make a play, but the defense said no, there is nowhere to go. Defense actually gets him for a loss.
Back to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today, dominating in all 3.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Fires to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
The kick is on its way. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily...
He's going to throw deep right side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes trouble. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. The Commodores line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0.